Hey, so we're live. I don't know if anybody. Oh, it tells us there. Is that right? Is that or no? That's how many people.
What's up, guys?
For I don't know.
Good afternoon if you're on the East Coast. If you're not,
good morning.
What's up?
Oh, I guess it could be like late afternoon.
I guess depending on where you're at.
Good
afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Yeah.
Good morning.
I'm confused. Like, is that telling us how many people are in here right now?
Yeah.
No, this is our second time doing
this. I think
this.
the 16, 10, like that's how many folks, in the 24 is like how many thumbs up.
Got it. All right. So if you can hear us, if everything sounds good, can somebody leave a comment and let us know, just so that we know everything is working properly? I wonder if.
Can folks hear us?
Yeah, I want to make sure.
Oh, yeah.
It's moving on our end, but I want to make sure because Allison said good evening. You sound good. Okay, we're good. We are live. And what is it? We're live on Saturday night. Is that what the thing says?
It is Sunday.
We're live on Sunday afternoon. All right, so we are making our no yeast pizza dough. If you guys want to cook along, we can't see you like in a Zoom, but thought that this would be fun just to do, and maybe we can do like a Zoom class in the future or something if you guys would like that. So if you are cooking along, if you have any questions, feel free to leave them and we will answer as we go.
Yep.
We can start by telling us where you guys are from, and Andrew is going to get started on the recipe while we wait to hear where you guys are from.
Cool.
So what do you got?
Bread flour in a giant bowl.
So I guess I'll field questions that they're asking, and then also like ask you questions that they might anticipate about the recipe.
Okay.
So we are using bread flour, but like, can they use regular flour as well?
Yes, we can use all-purpose. We're only using bread flour because we want stronger bread. It's nice to bite down on your pizza and have a little bit of tug whenever you
that like
pull on
chewiness.
It. Yeah.
If you are from New York, Jersey, East Coast area, and you know a good
New York
pizza. So what do we have? We have Tennessee, Bronx, Indiana. Good morning from California.
Yeah.
You can make a breakfast pizza.
There you go.
North Carolina, Buffalo, Iowa City, Brooklyn. That's where you're from.
Brooklyn.
Florida. Good morning. So happy you guys are doing a live. Milwaukee, Texas.
What's up, Texas? What up, Texas?
UK, where it is a bit windy. It is so windy here. It is ridiculous. We had to cancel our skiing day because it was like 50-mile-per-hour winds on the East Coast here.
Detroit. What's up, Michigan?
DC, Alabama, California, Queens. Freezing and mess. It is so cold here too.
New Yorkers.
Chi-town.
A lot of New Yorkers.
Tennessee, New Mexico.
I love it.
All right. Somebody said it was scary, right? All right, so we have our flour, and what are you going to add to it next?
I'm sorry you guys can't necessarily see the table we're on. If we move it down, they won't be able to see. Well, they can see your face, but
they can't see you.
They can't see mine, so
they're only here to see your face anyway.
Get out of here.
Jersey.
So what we're going to do now is add our dry ingredients. This guy shouldn't be in here, right?
Oh, no, that's for after.
So we have a little bit of sugar. All right, we're going to add that in there. Drop that sugar in there.
So we're adding all of the dry ingredients into the bowl before you add anything wet.
Yeah. Okay,
so bread flour, sugar, you just added baking powder.
Cool.
And then the last dry ingredient would be some salt. So salt, I feel like some people are like, I don't need salt, stuff like that. But salt actually enhances the flavor. So you need salt, guys, a little bit.
Let me grab a whisk real quick.
Okay. Is there anything we can add to all-purpose flour to make it heartier like a bread flour?
Anything you can add to it? No, not necessarily. You couldn't. The only thing you can really do is cook it a little longer. But that also, borderlines you kind of burning what it is you're cooking.
So I don't know if you guys can hear him as he like walks, but basically he's saying that there's nothing you can really do but cook it a little bit longer, but then you run the risk of burning it, so you don't necessarily want to do that either.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, it's really hard to tell the difference between all-purpose and bread flour. So it's not a big deal. Using bread flour, the reason it's a little stronger, it has higher protein content, but ultimately It don't matter. I'll tell you right now, you could feed me one that you made it all purpose and one you made with bread flour. I barely know to be able to tell the difference. So
Yeah.
no big deal.
Especially when you're doing a recipe that's like really fast like this. Like there's not a lot of time into developing gluten and stuff like that. So it's just a very basic pizza dough recipe. Are you guys vegan? Nikki asked. Yes, we've been vegan for almost 3.5 years. Did Andrew grow hair to keep warm?
I don't know why I grew hair, to be honest with you. I honestly like to have my waves mostly, but what do you do, right? Sometimes you switch it up a little bit. I don't be feeling like cutting my hair all the time. That's the problem. I cut my own hair, right? So I just don't feel like it.
Somebody said good late evening-ish from India. Hello. Hello
wow,
from Tanzania. We're going international here at this point.
I love it.
Somebody said it's 78 degrees where they are. Listen.
78, huh? I would like that weather if I didn't snowboard, but you can't snowboard at 78 degree weather. So
you can't.
That's an issue.
What else? Do I have a wedding ring? I used to wear my actual wedding ring, but we work out a lot and then cooking a lot. I just wear the little, what is it, silicone?
Yeah.
And so does Andrew. We both have actual rings, but we just don't.
It's like, why do we pay the money for the ring?
I know. Right? Well, we never thought we were going to, but
just wear these silicone ones.
Yeah.
You know. I'm gonna start adding the wet ingredients.
Okay. PA, Tanzania, Cape Town, South Africa, Vancouver. That's cool. So many people from so many different places.
Yeah, I love when people we have a lot of different folks.
Katie said, "Look at Andrew's shoulders working that whisk."
Huh?
Your shoulders when you were.
I gotta put a looser shirt on. This shirt's a little too tight.
All right, so I'm gonna move this down so you guys can see. But he basically has warm water, and then he's gonna be adding in some apple cider vinegar. And then some oil. This is just olive oil, but you can use any neutral flavored type of oil that you have, or even melted butter. Kind of see his face again.
You could add this directly into the mix, but I kind of just like to pour it all at once instead of several different times.
So why apple cider vinegar in a recipe that we're not using yeast? What does that do?
So most times you would add some type of chemical leavener only, baking powder, baking soda, but apple cider vinegar is going to do kind of what baking powder and baking soda would do, but also it's going to add a little bit of flavor.
Yeah.
So it's going to do both.
All right. Somebody said they're from El Salvador.
Wow. Okay.
Bill's in here. He said, I like that hair. It looks good.
Yeah, I usually have my hat on, but
Somebody said you're going to need a bigger helmet when you go to ride.
Tell me about it. Actually, that's so true. Because when we went, my helmet was crazy tight.
It was pushing on his ears.
Yeah. And then another person yelled at me because I wasn't wearing a helmet because I took it off. It was giving me a headache.
Somebody wants to know if they can add white vinegar. Yes, right?
Yes.
You could also add lemon juice. It's you need something acidic. I've also wondered what your wedding rings were made of. Oh, yeah, they're just silicone. I mean, we have the real one. Yours is titanium. Your real one is titanium, right?
Yeah.
And mine's sterling silver, right?
This one's much better though. So.
Yeah, we just wear these. Connecticut. So I have a question because dairy bothers me. I would like to swap it out for regular cheese, for vegan cheese. Any tips on how to properly store the cheese? Can you freeze it? How long will it last? It really depends on the brand. Almost every single one of them can be frozen. Mm-hmm. As far as properly storing it, it just gets stored in a fridge just like other regular cheese does, or dairy cheese does.
I gotta grab more water. I'm a little short.
Okay. Andrew's going to go grab more water while I talk. So we have, you guys can't see this. So we have some dairy-free cheese right here. A lot of people have problems with it melting. A couple tips. In a recipe like this, the temperature of your oven is so high. If you're cooking along with this recipe and you didn't start your oven yet, please go do that. So the temperature of the oven is so high to make the pizza that it should melt pretty well. As far as other recipes that you want it to melt when you're not cooking such a high temperature, leaving it out at room temperature will help. And then placing it under a broiler for a minute or two, or throwing it in a microwave if you have a microwave for a minute or two maybe not a minute or two in the microwave, but 30 to 60 seconds. That will help you get a good melt. Otherwise, you treat it just like you would dairy cheese. Is it like a butter? Yes, like a buttermilk. If you're swapping out the vinegars or the acid for each other.
Just an FYI, the buttermilk, the apple cider vinegar or vinegar, any of those swaps, they're not necessary. We only add that into this recipe to give that little bit of flavor and a little bit more fluffiness, but it's not, you don't have to add that into the recipe at all.
Yeah. So this is what it's looking like right now.
A shaggy dough.
Yeah. We're going to have to get like a table on the other side so we can like push it back,
right?
So we keep doing this.
Back this up a little bit.
Yeah. And so I guess, so for a lot of recipes, they say that you shouldn't like overwork the dough. Does that matter in something like a pizza dough? Like I see you like blending a lot right now. I scratched you, sorry.
No, all good. I didn't even feel it.
Is there like a limit to how you can, knead pizza dough and stuff like that? Does it matter in a yeasted one versus this one?
I mean, I can go into a whole
the short rundown
about that, but so the question is, what does it matter how much you're mixing the dough?
Yeah, so like in like baking recipes, cake, cupcake, stuff like that, you're not supposed to overwork your batter.
Yes.
Is it the same type of thing when you're making bread or pizza dough like this, or do you want to develop that gluten more?
Now, most household folks, I would say probably underwork the dough when it comes to making a recipe like this, where you actually want bread. When you're making obviously cake, you don't want bread because cake would taste really funny. Well, would bread taste funny with like frosting on it? I don't know. Maybe we try that.
I mean, we made bread with ice cream in it for a video, so.
So, well, I'm saying more so, not like cake flour, like the flour itself. Like, when you're eating cake, it's like flaky and fluffy. Your bread is like, it's strong, it's hard to pull, things in that nature. So, no, it doesn't matter to knead this as much as you want, to be honest with you. I would say somewhere between 5 to 8 minutes is fine.
Yeah. Okay. Somebody said, oh wait. Is Andrew ever going to cut his beard?
I have no idea, to be honest with you. Probably not, but who knows?
It's fun. We've shared pictures on Instagram. It's easier to like do things there, but we've shared pictures of him without a beard, and everybody's like, "Oh my God, he looks like he's 12." So I don't think he wants to go back to looking like he's 12.
Nah.
So
I used to work at a company where I had to have like a shaved face, like really shaved, no mustache, no beard, no nothing, and it was tiring because my facial hair grows like insanely fast. So like every day I had to get up and shave, and that was just like, And I worked there for 7-8 years. So afterwards, I was just like, forget it. I'm not doing that again.
Yeah. So somebody said, I don't know if I'm saying your name right, but Vidushi said, "Can I get a shout out?" And also said, "What are you making?" I just dropped the link again inside of the thing. We are making a no yeast pizza dough, so it's pretty easy. I'm a little jealous of the beautiful wood racks behind you with all those wonderfully organized stuff. Thank you.
We try not to touch them very often, so they stay organized,
Let's see here. Oh, thank you, Martin, for saying what we're making. It has gluten. Yes, we are using a bread flour, so this one does have gluten. Have we made this one gluten-free? I feel like, did we or did my friend make this one gluten-free?
Maybe your friend?
Yeah, I don't remember. I don't know that we have made a gluten-free pizza.
As in posted it or just like tried it?
Have we tried making it?
Yeah, we have. We've made it.
Would this recipe work with the 1-to-1 flour?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
works perfectly.
Bob's Red Mill, King Arthur, those 1-to-1 flours, not like individual, like just almond flour or just what's the one? Chickpea flour, coconut. Like, haven't tried it with those necessarily. If we make the dough in advance, how long will it keep? How should we store the finished dough? This one can be frozen. So basically, you can see Andrew has the dough in his hand. Once he feels like it's done, you could literally just wrap it up and throw it into the freezer here. I would use it within 3 months. As far as keeping this one in the fridge, 2 or 3 days probably Would you say?
In the refrigerator?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say just about.
Yeah. Otherwise, it starts to dry out after that, so you don't want to.
Yeah, you wanna wrap it with like plastic wrap or something like that, so no air gets to it. Otherwise, when you get back to it, it's gonna be like a hockey puck.
Yeah. Somebody said no, don't cut the beard.
It's probably not gonna happen for a very long time. Even if it does happen, like it's probably not.
All right. Somebody said, "What's your favorite book genre?" Also, is there any Make It Dairy Free cookbook on the way? There may or may not be a cookbook in the works. We will not confirm that in this live.
We will not confirm or deny.
As far as favorite book genre, I tend to lean towards more mystery crime books. Andrew's favorite book genre is a cookbook.
Anything that has nice pictures and it's pretty, stuff like that. So that's my favorite.
Andrew just likes learning more about whatever he's making, so he constantly looks at different people's cookbooks and books about cooking and how to get better or photography.
Yeah
That's Andrew. What type of plants are those on the rack behind you? So this really long one is called a pothos, and then
I won't spell that.
It's Pothos. And then in the corner, you can't really see. Andrew's behind it.
I don't need to be still kneading the dough. It's just by habit. I like to knead dough. So
there's a bamboo plant behind us that is honestly not doing very well, and I've never killed a bamboo in my life, so I'm trying to figure out what's going on there. Let's see here. Andrew has almost finished making this dough, and it doesn't have a tiny bit of flour on his shirt. That's something that I need to learn.
Just a bit, maybe.
Yeah, you have to point it out that you have a black shirt though. Right here.
I got a teeny bit, but you're right.
All right, before I keep going, what's the next step so we can keep the recipe part going?
So at this point we just need to roll it out. You could roll it out with either like an actual roller if you don't want to do it by hand, or you could do it by hand, either one.
Yeah.
Sometimes I like to do it with a roller because it makes it nice and even across. Other times when I'm doing photography, I like things to look really organic. So I'd probably do it by hand because I like the unevenness that would be in there.
Yeah. Just a really quick FYI, because somebody recently left a comment on this video that we're actually showing that we have an actual edited video of us making this, but someone was upset with us because the dough at this point did not shape itself in their oven. So just FYI, you have to shape your dough. It's not gonna magically spread out like a cookie.
doesn't work that way.
Oh my gosh. Let's see here. Where are we at? Andrew trying the Baileys lives in my mind rent free. Y'all are my favorite. That is the funniest clip ever. I think I need to pull that clip and share it on TikTok.
What, me drinking that Baileys?
You spitting the Baileys
Never
out.
again.
For those of you that might be new to our channel, Andrew doesn't drink any type of alcohol usually, maybe a glass of red wine here and there, but I had him try Baileys on a video, and he spit it out. So, all right. So what do you got?
So this is a pizza stone. This is pretty cheap, right? Like when we bought it.
I think it's like $20.
I think they're pretty cheap in general, but if you don't have one, get one, because this will make your crust like pizzeria style crust. You put this in the oven whenever you're preheating your oven, and literally put your pizza on there directly when it goes in.
Yes.
So I just want to show people that.
Yeah. Somebody said my children are fans of Andrew's funny reactions when he does not like something. You're making the kids happy.
Yeah, we gotta taste more stuff, I guess, that I'm not accustomed to, because
I will say
I want kids to be happy.
Yeah, we did just shoot a vegan jerky video, and he makes some faces in there, so it will be coming soon.
A little bit, not as bad.
Not too bad. Not like the Baileys. You guys have so much energy and chemistry when you do your videos. You're great, guys. Oh, thank you, Alexa.
Appreciate that.
My birthday was on February 15th. My cousin elder sister made a vegan chocolate cake following the recipe of yours. Maybe you made a chocolate lava cake and she made it into a big cake, and I was happy. Well, happy birthday.
Nice. Happy belated.
Let's see.
That's pretty awesome.
It's 11:47 in India right now.
Is that
PM?
PM?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So it's midnight. Any extended family members plant-based? One of my nieces is vegan now. She's been vegan for a little over a year.
Take it off the plate.
And then your mom is almost there. I feel like she's like right on the cusp of being there.
Mom's like borderline.
Yeah. And I think like dad is so heavy into like eating meat occasionally, like he's so ingrained to like eat it. Like that's sometimes why. But I feel like we're working on them.
My dad will do whatever my mom tells me.
Do you need any of this?
No, you're good. You're good.
Okay.
Please.
Oh, I guess I should show you guys.
So I'm using a roller just to make it nice and even, all the way across. But I'm gonna roll it. I keep turning as I roll so I can get a good circle. So you roll it out here, make a half turn there, and then you're gonna do it over.
And then can you talk, so even this, even though there's no yeast in it, it's still like pulling back a little bit. Like when you roll it out, it collapses a little bit. So can you tell them like maybe why that happens and how to prevent it?
Well, it's there's a way to prevent it, but it's happening because when you knead dough, you're building up the gluten strands within the dough. So those strands are now pulling the dough basically tight together. And that's a good thing. So in order to have that happen less, what I could do is let this dough rest for about 10 to 15 minutes after I knead it. That would have those gluten strands kind of, go at rest. And, while they're asleep, I kind of can move along the roller some more.
Oh, my goodness. All right. Let's see here. Where are we at? When can Andrew's mom come on to do a taste test or cook? We will have to ask her if that's something that she would like to do. I don't know that we've ever asked her.
Yeah. She has a very heavy Jamaican accent. So the subtitles will be really needed for some folks.
How did you guys meet? How long have you been together? We met at WVU, West Virginia University. So at college, freshman year, but we didn't start dating until 6 years later.
I don't know if we necessarily met then.
Well, we had a class together.
Yeah.
We met. And then we've been together since, guys, it's so long. 13 years this year?
You know more than me. I don't know. I haven't been counting, to be honest.
Yeah, it's 13. It'll be 13 in June.
I'm like your typical guy, right?
Holy moly. That's a long time.
Don't say it like that.
But we've only been technically married for 3 years. We got married on our 10-year dating anniversary. Let's see here. Is there a super cut out there of Andrew reacting to food he doesn't like? Now that video would be the best. We should do that.
Okay. Someday.
We don't have one, but we'll get one together. I was thinking of getting one of those stones too. We highly recommend the pizza stone. Please do more taste tests. We took a month off from doing taste test. See, I do it in person too. Like it's not just because I'm nervous for the edited videos. It's all the time. So we took a month off. We were skiing, and then we just wanted a vacation. But get out of your way. I know.
No. I need to move this over. I had it kind of over.
Yeah.
Towards you, so that's my bad.
And then what was I talking about? So we took a little bit of time off, but we did one last week. We have another one going up this week, and we should just be back to like our pretty much regular schedule as far as taste test goes. How did we turn vegan?
Slowly.
Very slowly. We started eating vegan meals, not going vegan, but just incorporating them into our meals because they're budget friendly, things like rice, beans, meals like that. And we were trying to stay on a very strict budget. So that's why. And then I watched What the Health. I asked him to watch it, and then we kind of never looked back after that. Do a Jamaican dish with your mom.
Jamaican dish for mom?
Yeah.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah. Well, they just asked for everybody wants the beef patty recipe, so a video of it, so maybe. All right, I just asked answered how we went vegan. Somebody else asked. Ever thought of competing on a TV baking show? My boss actually won on Food Network's Christmas Cookie Challenge. He said they're always looking for men bakers to balance out the dynamic of those shows.
That's cool.
Is that a yes?
I don't know if I would. I don't know.
I want to know more. Like, I feel like a lot of it is like staged. Like, you really have way longer than 30 minutes. Like, I need to know because I don't do well in like high stress situations where I'm like running around. But like you're pretty level headed when it comes to stuff like that. So, all right, you want to tell them what you're doing here as you're pushing down your fingers?
Yeah. So at this point, I've rolled it out to as big as I want it. I could get a little further, but for the sake of not making this too long, I just figured I'd stop here. But I'm putting indentations here on the dough in order to create sort of a crust. Basically, is what I'm doing at this point.
Okay. And so, so the indentations is so you have like a difference between the crust and then the actual like pizza part that you're going to eat. That's not the crust.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
When is our birthdays? Mine is at the end of March, so I am in Aries, and then Andrew's is at the beginning of August, so he is a Leo. So we're Rams and Lions and very stubborn. And that's why we debate a lot. In
Rams and Lions and Tigers and Bears.
Where is I at? Take all the time off that you need. I'll always miss you, but your mental health is a priority. Thank you for all your hard work. Thank you, Valeria.
True.
What the health did it for me too. Yeah, it was just. I think also like I know a lot of people that have watched it and haven't gone vegan. I think it's also like a mind frame. Like I think we were ready to be. Like we were at that point like 3 or 4 meals a week. We were ready to at least try. I should say that.
So I think what's missing in that story is like. I think when we start, like, what the health was one of those things that, like, I think you did for me because I was like, it was one of those like, you don't believe me, like, see what other people are saying kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then as I saw what other people were saying, I was like, you know what, whatever, let's just try it for like 30 days because we literally did a 30-day challenge after watching What the Health prior to actually going vegan.
Yeah.
When we did that challenge, like some things that were kind of either said in What the Health or just in general, some things were just much better for me personally with my body and things like that. So it was like at this point, I was like, I'm not looking back. This is actually really cool.
Yeah. All right. So we're using jarred pizza sauce. Typically we do like to make our homemade sauce, but we're just using this for the sake of time. We also have some vegan mozzarella, and then we have vegan pepperoni because that's what our kids wanted today when we said we're making pizza on live.
Yep.
And you can have this for lunch. What do you want on it? So that's what we have. So
I'm gonna grab a spoon and put that on the dough. Something else that I do in order to like I guess level up the dough. Sometimes I will spread out like garlic powder because we like our pizza like kind of garlicky.
Yeah.
So I'll put garlic powder on here. Sometimes do like Italian seasoning or just oregano. Put that kind of on here, kind of get it glued into this crust, or I'll just knead it into the crust by itself. And the aroma on that when you're eating it is like phenomenal.
Yeah. So you're just getting a spoon, or you're going to get the seasoning?
Spoon.
Okay. Somebody said they want to see a whole Jamaican series with your mom.
You know what? I'd like to see that too.
Katie said that the baking competition is very staged, but the time limit was real.
Okay, cool.
Somebody said I would love to see that that baking competition with you. They want to see
in there?
You do one, yeah.
I'd probably be talking too much, trying to shake people's hand, asking them what's up.
Yeah. Do your kids ever have challenges with their friends for being vegan? They're 9 and 6 and they're homeschooled, so they
So they have no friends? Is that what you're trying to say? You're basically saying they have 0 friends?
No. So I don't think that they're around like a lot of people. They have plenty of friends. But they'll make comments about like, oh no, I can't have that. That's not vegan. And then their friends will be like, what about my gummies aren't vegan? And then they'll tell them. So they do stuff like that, but they don't say like, hey, I challenge you to be vegan. I just don't think they're at the age to do that. Watch What the Health never went back. Oh my gosh, fire signs. We're talking about us being Aries and Leos.
Yeah.
Have you ever tasted a cauliflower crust? We actually have a cauliflower.
Slow down, you get it out. You're
crust on the website, a vegan one. A lot of cauliflower crust add eggs into it, but we have one that doesn't. My daughter's birthday is March 28th, and she'll be 5. That's my birthday. Andrew being a Leo makes so much sense.
Why? I'd like you to explain that.
Yeah.
Why? Why does that make sense?
Can you point the camera more at there? You should see it. And do you want to talk about why you don't add a lot of sauce to a homemade pizza dough versus maybe what you could get at a pizzeria?
Pizzeria doesn't have a lot of sauce either, believe it or not. That's the two reasons for a pizzeria though. One, it's cheaper to be more reserved with your sauce because you're running a business. But the purpose that everybody should see is that too much sauce is going to make the pizza soggy. So it's not going to cook up. The crust that's underneath the sauce isn't going to become crispy. So
yeah,
that's why.
I never saw what the health is. It mostly plant-based on health benefits or for the animals. I think there's a little bit of a mix, but it's mostly the health benefit part of it. And like what the different industries are doing, like why food isn't necessarily healthy or not healthy, but like additives and pharmaceuticals and like stuff like that.
Yeah.
I like how you make sure to read all the comments. This is actually going really slow with comment wise. The last time we did one, it was so fast that it was really hard, but we do try. I love your all's recipes. Thank you. I keep saying let me stop. And I said right away.
You act like you're like
I can never find
language
vegan
teachers here.
Pepperoni. So as far as vegan pepperoni, we have a local natural health store. So check and see if you have one of those. They can usually get stuff in even if they don't carry it. So ours has that. Also, Sprouts usually has it. We've seen this is the field roast one, the new one. We're seeing this pop up more places. So check your Whole Foods, stuff like that, if you have anywhere. I know some people don't live in places like that. So
can you order it from like online? Some of those vegan spots?
Yeah, but some of those spots are like really expensive. There are people like Gaz Oakley. He's a really popular vegan YouTuber. If you don't know, he has like a homemade recipe. We haven't like delved too much into making like our own meats and stuff. We are in New Jersey. Somebody asked where we're located. And where did we get the pepperoni? And then somebody said Gas has one.
Yeah, look at that.
Somebody said I'm a Leo. Will there be a video soon on how to make the vegan fried chicken? If you go to our YouTube page and type in like crispy fried tofu, that recipe is super similar, but there's like 3 stations instead of 2 in the one we just posted. But we will eventually do a video on that too. Stop saying So there's something so wonderful and wholesome about people cooking with their parents, regardless of their ages. I totally agree.
True.
Wait, I missed the ingredients to your dough. I will add the recipe again, but basically the dough is just flour, salt, baking powder. I'm missing a dry ingredient, sugar. And then the wet ingredients are water, oil, and apple cider vinegar. And that's it. I'll look for I said it again.
It's okay.
I know.
No one's upset at you for saying
At
least I'm not.
One of my daughter's birthday is also March 28th, popular day to be born on. Yay, more Aries.
Happy birthday to them.
Great. And me.
Their upcoming birthdays. I'm going to be with you on your birthday, so I'll tell you later.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome.
When, if ever, is it beneficial to pre-bake the crust for a few minutes? That's about pizza.
When it's...
So this is what it looks like at this point. All right, so you want to answer that question and then go throw it in the oven?
Yes. So when is it beneficial to pre-bake the crust? I would say a lot of gluten-free recipes, it's beneficial to pre-bake the crust just because of the type of flour. It cooks better without anything being on there because that flour could soak up the ingredients pretty well. So the sauce, it would be kind of embedded into the flour and it won't bake up very well. So that's one time. But whenever you're making a recipe like this one, as long as you're keeping your pizza thin, then you have no reason to, pre-bake. If you decided you wanted to do like a thicker pizza, maybe like you wanted to make it more like a half-inch thick or more, you would want to pre-bake it because anything that you put on top, that heat is not going to be able to pass through all those layers in order to cook the pizza well. So as long as you're making your pizza thin, you're good. You're looking for a good thick pizza, that's when you want to pre-bake your crust, or gluten-free purposes, you want to pre-bake.
All right.
Cool.
So if that doesn't answer your question, if you need more details or anything, feel free to like DM us on Instagram or send us an email. So this is what the pizza looks like right now. Andrew is going to go throw it into the oven, and then he'll be back while I keep answering questions.
Yeah.
Have you thought about sharing your journey regarding homeschooling your kids? If you go to our Instagram page, it's the same name here as here, Make It Dairy Free. There is a highlight little circle thing, and it has a whole bunch of homeschooling, why we homeschool and stuff like that. We haven't done a video, but maybe we can. Maybe what I eat in a day video, we can do it. Not pizza related, but we started freezing our tofu beforehand per your recipes, and it's a game changer for texture, and love the pickle juice brine. Yes, if you guys do not freeze your tofu before you bake with it, the texture completely changes and it's so much better. Love the two of you. Are there more videos with your kids on their way? We keep saying that there's more videos with the kids coming, and then we just try to get them out of the way. But the kids started filming their own videos. We're just trying to get a collection so we can be working ahead. I can share the link to their channel. I don't know if I can share it right now. Let me look for it really quick. I'm like talking in the thing. Hold on. So you guys can at least like subscribe to it maybe. And then here we go. Kids channel. All right. So they're vegan, so the channel will be completely vegan too. I've been vegan over 20 years and never had success with vegan mac and cheese until I came to your channel. You guys have an amazing vegan mac and cheese recipe. I am so glad to hear that. Vegan, or not, mac and cheese was one of my favorite recipes to take to places. So it was one that was very important to me to veganize and it be very close. So that is why, I mean, I'm biased. I think it's great, but I'm glad that you guys are enjoying it too. You're both amazing, very inspirational content. Thank you. Charlie Puth also lives in yes, he's also from New Jersey. My 6-year-old son has a friend that isn't vegan. It's sad though, because when my son told him that he doesn't have to eat animals, his friend said that I must be vegan because I would never eat an animal. Oh no. What should I eat to satisfy a fish craving? We have a recipe. Let me grab the link. And I think it's super, super close to like a McDonald's type of fish sandwich. So you can try that. Let me type it in here. Vegan fish sandwich. All right. So there's that. Oh man, I'm allergic to apple cider vinegar and the baking powder. Let me make some flips. So Andrew said that the vinegar isn't necessarily needed when he gets back. But we also have a 2-ingredient pizza dough, and it's literally just flour and coconut cream. So you could try that one too. Aries here. Yay. Saying you were just collecting. Thank you. It's so hard. My mother's birthday is March 28th. There's so many people with March 28th birthdays. Oh my gosh. Here we go again. Try for the egg, try soft tofu. Oh, you're giving him tips. I think Andrew just broke your record. Was he saying a lot? I wasn't even paying attention. My dad is 59 years old. Any way I can convince him to go vegan? I don't think you can convince anyone to go vegan unless they're ready to go vegan. I think that you just have to, keep showing them really great meals. We talked about Andrew's dad a little bit ago. For Christmas, we had made, did we make Swedish meatballs for, Andrew just walked back in. Was that the recipe?
Yes.
Yeah, so we had made vegan Swedish meatballs, and his dad went back for seconds and then also asked to take home the leftovers. So I think you just have to keep trying to give them recipes. He also came over for the Super Bowl, and Andrew's mom had brought them food, his non-vegan food, and he ended up eating all the vegan food and didn't ask for the food that she brought. So it's just about giving them food that tastes really, really good. What are the round things you put on your pizza above the cheese? Oh, it's vegan pepperoni. So it looks just like traditional pepperoni. The texture is a little different. The taste is pretty close. There's like a little bit of a different taste, but if you're vegan, you get over
That
it.
one's made by Field Roast. Couple brands make some, but the Field Roast one is pretty good.
Yeah.
I think I heard you say. Did I say a lot? I say a lot.
Oh yeah.
Which is why I don't get mad at anybody else for saying but yeah.
You set a timer?
I did, yeah.
Okay, so we have about 8 to 10 minutes before the pizza is done. So we're just gonna chat in here. If you guys have questions and stuff, feel free to ask them. Somebody had asked if they're allergic to vinegar and baking powder.
Okay.
I had said that you had mentioned you could omit the vinegar, but what did you say about? I had told them to try the 2-ingredient pizza dough, but why is the baking powder in there? Is there a way to swap that with something?
Baking powder is gonna add that airiness. Also get it nice and fluffy. Could you swap it? If you're not allergic to lime juice, I would probably use lime juice in replacement of that, because that acidity is going to help in terms of the flavor, but also get the air bubbles into the dough. Also, if you add a little bit more sugar than what we added, it does make the dough a tad bit more sugary, sweet, I should say. But sugar actually, when it bakes, it creates air pockets. The same thing when you're baking cake. The reason you get that fluffiness, everyone, always goes to it's the eggs or it's the this or the that, but it's the sugar breaking up often that helps get all those air bubbles all over the spot.
Yeah.
It
said Chris made a donation to us, so thank you so much. It's never
appreciate you, Chris. Thank you.
Needed, but we always appreciate when you guys do that. So thank you so much. Do you all have vegan donuts yet? If you just go to YouTube and oh gosh, hold on.
Getting
yeah.
spammed.
Yeah, it was just moving too fast for me to see. Just saying turkey a lot. Great, because non-vegan people can't think of anything else to say. Where are we at? What are we talking about?
I'm not sure.
Oh,
you
did
said,
we do vegan?
You say Chris.
Did we do vegan donuts yet? If you go to YouTube search bar when we're done, or whenever you hop out, you just type in "make it dairy-free donuts." We've done at least 3 videos on donuts so far. One is yeasted, and then
baked.
2 are baked. Sorry. How do you guys come up with your recipes? Because some of it is pretty unique and creative. We had another website before this, so a lot of recipes are variations or creations from that website that we used to do before being vegan, and then a lot are family recipes. A lot are.
I mean, you mentioned earlier that I do a lot of studying or looking at pictures in books. So to be honest, like a lot of them are like blends of one book to the next. Just trying to make things more creative, because you as an artist, you try to see like an opportunity in something and create it, right? So that's kind of what I do often whenever I'm making recipes, is if we're not recreating something that we loved in the past, something that I see one person doing and another person doing, thinking that maybe I can find a medium in there that is missing for people to fall in love with.
Yeah. Somebody said they thought my ums were just me meditating. Question. Thank you for that. Where am I? It's hard. Is Andrew a trained chef? You want to answer that one?
No, I'm not a trained chef, but I mean, what really is a trained chef? So you get a degree or something like that? I guess I don't know, but
he has trained himself.
I am self-taught, so I just read up on a lot of things. That's
the person that can't have baking soda and vinegar also can't have coconut.
Can't have coconut either. Oh, look! To replace the coconut dough in the 2-ingredient dough, you can use yogurt. So vegan yogurt, they'll make that in like an almond base or cashew base or something like that. But you can use that vegan yogurt, and in that way you can replace the coconut. So I got you. We're gonna get you pizza dough one way, one way or another. But that you can use in order to mix things up. Hopefully that helps.
Riva asked if we have the Swedish meatball recipe. I am dropping it in the comments right now. My bamboo turned exactly like that this week. Wild, love your channel. Thank you. We have no idea what happens. We literally have like 8 other bamboo plants throughout the house. None of them have turned yellow. It's just
funny.
Really
people
weird.
say I talk too slow, but you talk so fast sometimes. So fast. You stumble over.
Yeah. What is a pepperoni made of? Basically,
I think it's a seitan. I think so. I'm not 100%. I can't remember. But field roast often uses a seitan in order to make their meats.
Yeah, wheat, gluten, potato protein. I can't talk. Vital wheat, gluten, potato, and pea protein. That's what it's made out of mostly. How long ago was the mac and cheese recipe posted? I want to try it. I will just grab you the link for that as well.
Which one?
The baked mac and cheese they were talking about. While you were gone, we were having lots of deep, meaningful conversations.
Okay. I hear you.
My birthday's 2/26, and my dream cake was the Milk Bar birthday cake, funfetti with a cream cheese type of frosting. Do you have a dupe I can pull together in a week? We have the funfetti one, right?
We definitely have a funfetti part. As far as the other things you listed.
I mean, cream cheese. I can't.
Cream cheese frosting.
I'm done talking. No more talking.
Cream cheese frosting. We also have. It's not on that cake, but we can link that somewhere. But we have that on like some cinnamon rolls and things like that.
Yeah.
So you could use that frosting for the cream cheese portion. But I thought there was something else that was said. That I'm not sure about.
Yeah. Where are we? Oh, here comes this guy again. Let's not. Did that take it away?
I don't know. I think it takes it takes a minute to.
There we go.
To go away.
Okay, let's see here. I gotta go back up. Hopefully they can open a vegan restaurant so I can judge. We will never say never. Didn't know you were from Jersey. I'm from NYC. Andrew was born in Brooklyn, but grew up primarily in New Jersey. That's why we live here now, but I am from West Virginia.
Oh, it's my timer.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Alternatives to applesauce. We get this question so many times. So let's see. You can do
Levin Bakery.
Yeah, if you type in like the Levin Bakery, Andrew does like a whole segment on talking about it, but you can use non-dairy yogurt, you can use flax egg, you can use chia egg, you can use purees like banana, pumpkin, sweet potato, anything like that. We have a whole other list of baking or like egg alternative video too. I'm losing my voice. I was wondering what to cook tonight, so I'll try the meatballs. I hope you like them. Thank you for your videos. You're welcome. The only thing about using smashed bananas is that whatever you're making, it's going to taste like a banana. So just keep that in mind. Oh my goodness. Can we come to India soon? We're not traveling right now, but maybe one day. We would like that. Larisha has a ton of information and Andrew is just chill. That is 100% accurate. If people think you talk too slow and she talks too fast, then you guys perfectly balance one another. Yes, we do. Being vegan, I would love to visit India. It's my favorite type of food to get here. Yes, and it's so easy to like walk into an Indian restaurant and like veganize pretty much anything they have on their menu. So it's really nice. I would travel from Alaska to visit your guys' restaurant. Oh, thank you.
We're gonna get a pizza like another 2 minutes or so.
Okay, Andrew said 2 more minutes on the pizza. My boyfriend says that Andrew looks like Kyrie Irving.
Your boyfriend's pretty accurate, I guess.
Andrew gets Kyrie, James Harden because of the beard, and Chris Paul has been since he had no facial hair.
All my life, I've been told I look like somebody else, though. Like always. Yeah. At least it's like celebrities and stuff, and not like just something random, you know.
I was born in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Great. I will check your bake alternative videos right away.
Aquafaba, that's another good replacement.
I put banana in my cornbread. I would actually be interested to try that.
What, banana and cornbread?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I miss pizza. Vegan cheese just doesn't melt like I want. Okay, so tip. We kind of talked about it earlier. One, If you're cooking pizza at a very high temperature, the one we have in the oven right now is at 550 degrees. It helps get that melt a little bit more than, say, like a 350-degree oven. Also, if you leave your vegan cheese out at room temperature, that helps a little bit. And then I will say that we recently tried, they sent it to us, and then we've bought it like 12 times since then. But Follow Your Heart now makes a finely shredded cheese. That's not what we're using here because it was out of stock when we went to the store. You need a plug.
Okay, I'll grab one.
The computer's dying. So that one melts the best we have ever seen. So if you can find that, I know Sprouts carries it, and then they have a store locator that you can check out on the Follow Your Heart website. But it has to say finely shredded. The regular shredded does not melt like the finely one does. Do you guys ever cook with TVP? I think it's an underutilized vegan protein.
Oh, one more tip on that shredded part.
Yeah.
I'm sorry you can't see me. But the shredded cheese, rather than get shredded cheese, try to do like a cheese block.
Yes.
Because the shredded cheese has something to keep it from sticking together.
Yeah.
Some type of agent on there so that the cheese doesn't cake together in the bag. So try to use a block, like a block cheese, vegan block cheese, obviously.
Like Violife makes like a smoked cheddar. That's really good. So you could try something like that instead. What Andrew was talking, it's an anti-caking agent that basically makes it so it doesn't stick and stays shredded and not just a glob. So the TVP question. We have a couple of recipes with TVP. We've made like a taco meat. We have meatballs already on the website, but I agree it's underutilized. We try to balance our recipes between tofu recipes, which TVP kind of falls under that soy realm, and then like non-soy recipes because a lot of people avoid soy. I think a lot of it is not based in like there's a lot of misinformation about soy out there. So I think that part is hard when a lot of people say they avoid soy, but soy is a very real allergen. So I get why other people avoid it, if that makes sense. I might have just went off on a tangent. Do you know how to make cakes, cookies, and brownies with stevia? That's an Andrew question when he gets back. I may have missed this. How long did you cook the pizza? The pizza takes 8 to 12 minutes. So Andrew had set a timer for 8 minutes. He went back to check and set another timer for 2 minutes. So we'll see. I hear him walking, but here he comes. And he has pizza. So we'll see. Next taste test is vegan jerky.
All right, there you go. Can they see that?
Yeah, I mean, you could tilt it up a little bit more.
All right.
So you can see it's completely melted in here and then nice and crispy.
Also,
oh, my goodness. Oh, sorry.
You hear that crispiness on the crust, so I'm about to cut it up here.
Yeah, I'll leave it down like this. Somebody wants to know if you have any experience cooking with stevia.
Cooking with stevia?
Like cake, brownie, stuff like that.
No, I don't. Oh, and for the person that had said that, they're probably not in here still, but said I barely got flour. I wipe my hands in my shirt so I can, we can vibe together with the flour on the shirt thing.
Oh my gosh.
So.
Let's see here. I don't know if you guys have a video on how you started veganism, but could you give a quick rundown of when and how? Yeah, we talked about it a little bit ago, but maybe you weren't in here yet. But basically, we were adding in vegan meals to be budget friendly. So things like rice, beans, casserole with those type of things inside of it. Even things like this, like dough with just sauce and like vegetables and stuff is really cheap to make. So we were on a very strict budget and started adding it in because of that. Then I watched What the Health. I made him watch it. We decided on a 30-day challenge to go vegan. And then it was pretty much done after that. Look at this. Yum. So that's a quick rundown, but we don't have a video on it yet.
Trying to make this one a little thick because the girls actually like thick pizza.
Yeah.
So made this one a little thick rather than our thinner one. But yeah, kind of just showed them.
Yeah.
What the pizza looks like. There it is there. Looking pretty good.
Let's see. 550 degrees. I feel like my house will burn down.
Yeah, I mean, if your oven, so not a lot of ovens will go up to that temperature, but if it at least gets up to 450, which it should be pretty standard, you're still cooking roughly that, 12 minutes, maybe up to 15 minutes.
Yeah.
But yeah. Just a couple minute difference.
We're cute together.
You cute.
Oh, whatever. Walmart has the finely shredded or follow your heart cheese. There you go. I agree with shredding a block. Hold on, where are we at? I would check out the options are limited here in the middle of nowhere, Michigan. Totally understand that. I use TVP and soy curls often. We've been making a lot more recipes with soy curls. They want to see some TVP recipes.
Okay.
Well, someone does.
I hear you.
Oh my gosh, no mittens. Do you want to explain why you don't have mittens on right now? They're seeing
what to touch the pizza or the stone?
The stone, and thinking it just came out the oven.
Oh, well, so we have 2 stones. So I brought this stone up to show everyone what what I was talking about when I started talking about the pizza stone. But the second stone is in the oven doing the preheating thing, which I was talking about before. But if you're talking about the pizza and not having mittens, my hands are a little desensitized to heat. So it doesn't hurt that much. My mom's hands are really desensitized to heat.
Andrew's mom will take something out of the oven at like 350 degrees, like a casserole dish, and be like, "Here, do you want?" And he's like, "I can't touch that, Mom."
Yeah, she's crazy.
She's vicious.
But she's got like the softest touch. It's crazy.
Chulo just sent $4.99 and said, "Love your content." Thank you so much. You're so sweet. Thank you.
That's awesome.
Soy curls are great. Dang, I want pizza for breakfast. We actually we have a recipe on the website, but we've made breakfast pizza with like just egg, like scramble it or tofu scramble, and then like chopped up like Impossible or Light Life breakfast sausage.
Yeah.
What did we use for the sauce on that?
It was a cheese sauce.
Okay.
We made like a cheese sauce.
Yeah.
Melted down some cheese, added some liquid to it, stuff like that.
I think we did vegan bacon bits on it. It was really, really good. I love a thick crust. A couple of people said that.
Yeah.
A nice thick crust. Yeah. Love thick.
I'm more of a thin. That might be the New York in me, but I'm more of a thinner crust type of person. I do like it every once in a while, though.
Yeah. Somebody said my mom's the same way with heat. It's powerful.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's like a superhero.
How do you flavor soy curls? So soy curls is kind of like tofu. Like it's a very neutral. There's not really any flavor to them. So whatever you marinate or soak them in, like or cook them, it's gonna take on that flavor. So
yeah, that's a key though, is to kind of get it soaked into something first. So that way it takes on the flavor for whatever you're making. If you put it in last minute, it's not gonna soak it up, and it's just gonna taste like bland soy.
Yeah. No, people are saying now thin crust all the way. It's a New York thing.
Yeah. This thin crust is it. That's where I'm at.
Donna said, "Love your nacho cheese. I make a batch every week." We love that nacho cheese too, so we're glad that you like it.
I'm about to start selling that thing.
Right? Eric says, grocery outlet stores surprisingly have many vegan items cheaper than most regular stores. That's a great tip, and if we just got one, so I think we might do a taste test and see what we can find there that's obscure.
Yeah.
But if you have one in your area, definitely like look. I think it's mostly like East Coast kind of going out a little bit now. So definitely check. Thanks to both of you for your content. I also would like to see some TVP recipes, Philly girl.
Yeah.
Philly.
You got it. We'll work on some more of those. Content right now for us is probably, we're still posting things, but they're not all new things. More of our new stuff comes when our this season of winter is out, because then I'm not snowboarding and stuff. And
I was gonna say, are you gonna explain why?
Yeah, I'm not snowboarding and having fun on the mountain, so I kind of keep myself busy in the kitchen at that point.
So a little bit slower right now with new stuff, but it'll pick back up as soon as April 15th about hits. Just about,
unless I go to somewhere else that it's cold in April.
Andrew keeps trying to convince me that like in the summer here, he's like, let's go to Brazil or something so I can keep snowboarding.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Andrew needs some snowboarding friends if anybody snowboards.
Meet me out there.
The girls and I ski, and very slowly. Well, no, Serenity's pretty fast.
No, Serenity's a beast.
Miyoko's cashew mozzarella melts pretty darn well, but it's not really stretchy. A lot of them aren't stretchy. I think it's getting a little bit better, but even hold on, like maybe show like it stretches and then it stops. Like it's definitely not that like.
It doesn't matter if it stretches. It really is just about the taste, right? Like I think the stretchiness is nice. Yeah. It's like an appeal to it. But the I just wanted to taste good, and vegan cheese, man, it's tough to come by sometimes.
Bill said, where are we from, or where are we located? We're in New Jersey. Liquid aminos versus coconut aminos. Which do you use the most? My daughter can eat tofu, but had an allergy to liquid aminos. Any thoughts? I mean, taste-wise, they're pretty similar. Coconut is just made from, it's coconut-based.
Yeah.
For people that can't have the regular ones or soy sauce or something like that, it's just an alternative. So you can use them pretty interchangeably.
We use whatever's the cheapest and whatever's inside the house. You know what I mean? There's no preference necessarily. Whatever's inside the house and it's cheap, we're using it.
Do you find you have to be careful? We're gonna answer like 3 more questions and then hop off here because it's been about an hour. Do you guys find you have to be careful that you don't overcook TVP? Because I find if it's cooked too long, it has a not nice aftertaste.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So most of the recipes obviously recommend kind of, cook time and when to put it in the dish and things of that nature whenever I put it out. But no, I agree. But I think anything you cook too long,
yeah,
kind of can, do that same thing. But TVP, I agree. Most foods do that same thing.
Yeah. Somebody said, do you really want 3 seasons of winter? Andrew would absolutely take 3 seasons of winter.
I would 100%.
It's also hard, like where we are in New Jersey, we're in the southern part closer to Philly. And so like the Poconos are the closest for us unless we travel somewhere. And it's been 50 to 60 here for most of the winter. So snow here is getting to be obsolete.
I don't mind winter at all. I actually really like it. Then I don't like some of the things that come with it. Like, so I don't like obviously that you have to like clean your driveway often, and your car, and like all that. I don't like those things. Like people think because you like winter, like you like doing that stuff too. No.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest, if there was a such thing as like, summer skiing, like snow would just be on the ground and it'd be like 80 outside. I mean, why wouldn't I? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it just doesn't work that way. So gotta like winter for that reason.
Yeah. Love all your videos. Have learned so much. Oh, thank you. I meant to say thank you. Can't wait until some great bacon is developed. We did a vegan taste test and it's okay.
Yeah.
We found some okay ones. We definitely found some bad ones. Yeah. So I think it's on the verge of getting there.
Getting there for sure.
But somebody said, come on, Beyond. So I do think that once they come out or Impossible comes out with a bacon, that they might shut it down.
I think the only issue I have with some of that stuff is I wish the ingredients were toned down just a bit.
The list of ingredients.
Yeah,
it's a lot.
It's just a lot, So for some folks, it's a bit of a deterrent. It isn't necessarily for us because we don't eat it very often. You know? But I can get it.
Somebody said Wisconsin has lots of snow, cold, and skiing.
Getting over to Wisconsin then.
Katie said, on the soy TVP topic, Plant Boss brand Southwest Crumbles, and they're recently bought, and they're pea protein based. We actually, that's a picture I showed you when I went to Sprouts. I was like, oh look, I saw this. We didn't get any, but maybe we'll do a video on it because they had like 3 or 4 different ones.
Yeah.
Great seeing you guys. Enjoy the rest of the day. Enjoy your day too.
Same.
Thanks for interacting with us live. Love your content. Thank you. I bought some chickpea protein. Can't wait to test it. Love you guys. Thanks for the live. It was fun. Thank you for your answer. Thought it was just me. Enjoy your pizza. You guys single-handedly taught me how to like eating vegan. Aw, thank you.
Oh, that's awesome. I'm about to go pat myself on the back.
Which one of you started being vegan first? We went vegan at the same time. I will say, I was like, I'm going to make vegan meals. And Andrew's like, I don't want to eat vegan meals. This was like way before we decided to go vegan.
So there's always like every year on Larisha's Facebook, there's like this one post that she like told all her friends, like, what was it? Like Andrew said he's never going to go vegan or something like that. So it's like a status. So like every year that status comes back as like a memory.
Yeah.
And we've been looking at it for like 3 years straight now. That I said I was never going to go vegan. But yeah, I wasn't beat. It just felt like I was going to be missing a lot. But once I put the effort into it, it really isn't bad at all. Yeah.
All right. Well, I see 2 questions, so we'll answer both of them. Are you considering seitan recipes? We have 2 or 3 seitan recipes on the website. We kind of shied away from making a lot more simply because we had so many other recipes that people were requesting more. we were just talking today. I think that we're at a point that sometime within this year, we may start just teetering, playing around with more vegan meat recipes, maybe some vegan cheese recipes, and see what we can come up with.
I think another reason we kind of shied away from it was because like we try to appease like, you know, folks that are looking for 30-minute meals, something a little quick, but also family, you know, meals. And the issue with seitan is that there's like this whole like startup before you could even get to like creating it. So it takes such a long time to create it well that, you know, often it's a bit of deterrent for folks to want to make it. But we will be making some more, but we won't be heavy in there with the seitan.
Yeah. All right. Last thing, somebody said, what are the kids' YouTube channels? So I am adding it in here one more time. And wait till you have to eat healthy vegan to reverse. Oh, and cut out all the processed vegan food. Oh,
yeah,
that's hard.
Yep.
And then Chef Dina just sent $5. So thank you so much. You're so sweet. All right.
Thank you.
We have been here for a little over an hour, and our kids are probably going to be up here in 2 minutes because they smell pizza.
They were starving.
This is what we made. If you didn't see it, maybe you just joined. You can get the recipe in the chat.
Also, let us know if there's other things you'd like us to, you know, try to cook live with you guys. We obviously got to keep in mind it's got to be somewhere between 30 minutes. You know, nothing.
We can't make seitan on a live.
Yeah, so it. I mean, we could. We'd just be here forever.
Right.
But yeah, like, you know, throw that out there for us. Whether you're messaging us or, you know, in the community post or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, if you have any ideas for anything like this, we have to figure out a table so that we can like have this back more and see both of us.
Yeah.
But thanks for being our test audience for that. So,
yeah.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. And Thursday will be our next video. It is a taste test of vegan jerky. I guess we've been putting shorts up on Tuesdays, like short videos. They're usually 60 seconds or less.
Yeah.
What is the one this week? Is it donuts?
I think it is. Yeah.
Yeah. So how to make chocolate brioche vegan donuts. So Tuesday and Thursday, there will be a video for you guys to see. So anything else?
Leaving good, baby.
Bye. Thank you, guys.
Peace.
If I can figure out how to end this.